What's up, everybody? We're back with another Best Bets video, a little mini segment for you. Got Keahi back on the show. Last time we did this was before Wildcard Weekend. We did skip the divisional round, but now we are back for the championship weekend. A lot of good games. And here's the second video that's coming to you this week. I told you guys before, if you kept track of the Instagram and the TikTok, that we'd have a lot of videos this week. This is the second one. Main big podcast should be coming out tomorrow. And then a special episode, that's a surprise, that's coming, I believe, Sunday. So like I said, a lot of stuff. Make sure you're subscribed, notifications on, all that good stuff. Follow the Instagram, follow the TikTok. Everything is always linked down below. But with that, let's kind of get right into this. I'm sure you guys are all eager to hear these bets. I'm still coming back for my 0 for 3 on best bets on the big podcast a few weeks ago, but we're on the uptrend since then. We've been doing a bit better. So let's get straight into this. We've got San Francisco 49ers against the Philadelphia Eagles, and then we got the Cincinnati Bengals against the Kansas City Chiefs. Two great games, kind of what everyone thought was the four best teams for most of the year. But I'll start with you, Keahi. What are your two picks for this weekend's games?
I got Eagles minus 2.5 and Chiefs minus 1.5. We'll see.
All right, yeah. That seems to be the consensus picks. Maybe not the Chiefs game, but everyone is tailing the Eagles. What do you think about that? What kind of motivated you to take those lines?
I mean, they both have really good defenses. Brock Purdy's good. I just don't think he'll be able to get it done against that Eagles defense, and I just think the Eagles will pull it out. They've showed how good they are all year, even though they had a very bad schedule, but they've been in it throughout the whole year. Hurts has been in the MVP conversation all year, except for when he messed up his shoulder.
No, you can say it.
But I'm taking Eagles. I feel like it's a safer pick. I don't think the 49ers will be able to get it done.
Yeah, I kind of agree with you in a certain sense. Brock Purdy, 7th-round rookie. We'll see when he actually starts to look like one. Rookies all time are 0-4, I believe, not in AFC, but just in championship games in general. They're 0-4. So, I mean, will history repeat itself? We'll see. No rookies ever won a Super Bowl, so it is obviously the popular pick to take the Eagles. I'm going to disagree with you, though. I think I've got San Francisco plus 3. The Eagles may very well win, but I'm taking San Francisco to win. But I think they can at least make this a close game. Like you said, amazing defenses on both sides. But I think when we look at pure talent groups, I don't know I can't name you a team in the last how many years that's had a better talent group at every position, maybe outside of quarterback, that the 49ers have. They genuinely have a first team or second team all-pro in every position group. They have at least one. You got receivers, you got Debo, tight end, George Kittle, running back, C-Mac, offensive line, Trent Williams, defensive line, Nick Bosa, linebackers, Fred Warner, safeties, Huafonga, I butchered that name, but everywhere you look, there's somebody. Javarius Ward is a good corner. There's just guys all along this, every position group. Brock Purdy just has to, not sell the game. Just don't turn the ball over. Give the ball to C-Mac. Give it to Elijah Mitchell, Debo, Kittle. Utilize those weapons. And I also think that Kyle Shanahan is the better coach out of these two. I mean, he's been in this position how many times with whether it's Jimmy Garoppolo or Matt Ryan or, Jimmy Garoppolo twice actually, but, and Matt Ryan. He's just been here before. Sirianni and Hurts, pretty much everyone, or not everyone, but all the new kind of guys, A.J. Brown, Devontae Smith, Hurts, Sirianni, it's all their first time playing in a game of this magnitude against this kind of team. Even with the Eagles kind of fluffed up schedule during the year, to say the least, even when you got to the playoffs, you get a first-round bye, and then you play the Giants. So I still really haven't seen what you can do against an elite team with an elite defense. The only time we've really seen them play an elite defense is the Cowboys. And even when you played the Cowboys, Dak Prescott wasn't there for the first game, and then you didn't have Jalen Hurts, so we never really got to see you guys together, really. And, it's just that was really the only time I can say you've played a good defense. And you look good against them, but as a division rival, who you've taken care of recently. So we'll see against this team. But, yeah, San Francisco plus 3. And then, when we move into the Chiefs and Bengals game, what did you say your pick was for this?
Minus 1.5 Chiefs.
That's interesting. Yeah, so we've seen a lot of line movement on this, obviously. Starts out as the Chiefs are favored by a little bit. And then, but obviously we see the Mahomes injury and everything, so the money swings quickly to the Bengals and it gets pushed the other way. And it goes Bengals 2.5, and now Mahomes has been, he's been doing better, and we've seen all these good videos of him at practice and in these interviews, and now the money swings back the other way. And it's Chiefs. Well, last time I just checked was Chiefs minus 1.5.
Yeah.
I think the Chiefs. I'm going to be rooting for the Chiefs personally, and I think they very well could win. But Joe Burrow, 3-0 in Arrowhead against, or 2-0 in Arrowhead against Patrick Mahomes, but 3-0 against Mahomes in general. They did do this last year where they went 2 Arrowhead and 1. I think they very well could do it again, and I don't really think it's going to happen necessarily. But the odds at plus 105 for Bengals money line. I'm just going to stick with that for this game. But that should be great. I think the Bengals have the better roster. Mahomes is still the better quarterback to me. We'll see who can, outduel the other one in this high-class matchup. I think we're going to be seeing this for years to come, too.
Yeah.
But with that being said, those are our straight bets out of the way. I think we agree for the most part, except for the Bengals game. I mean, we actually don't agree at all. We just think that, both teams have the favorites have a good shot of winning. But I don't think either of us would be surprised if the Bengals or the 49ers won this weekend.
No, yeah.
But let's move into player props. Eagles 49ers, what are your player props for this game?
All right, so guys hit it last 10 games. CMC touchdown anytime. It's got to hit. There's no way. History's got to repeat itself. I mean, he's due for it to not hit, but I don't care. I think he can go for 11. I got Jalen Hurts touchdown. I feel like they're going to get close to that. They're just going to have a little rushing touchdown, a little 1-yarder. And then I got a Purdy interception.
Okay, well, all right. We do agree on that Christian McCaffrey. I do have C-Mac over 0.5 total touchdowns. Rushing, it's total, so I think it's anything. But yeah, I do have over 0.5 total touchdowns. And then I have Jalen Hurts. That's at minus 120, by the way, for the people watching right now. But Hurts under 9.5 rush attempts at minus 105. It's just, I personally don't think he's fully healthy yet. And, we saw him look good against the Giants, obviously. But, this is the Giants. I know good defense, but you're outmatched. We've seen the Eagles do that to the Giants all year. So I don't really know. And when you got that, when you have that pass rush coming after you, have Greenlaw, you have Bosa, you have all these guys, maybe they blitz extra. So I don't know how much he's going to be taking off. I think he's going to look to pass more because the only position group on defense that's not super elite for the 49ers is those cornerbacks where you have Tavarius Ward and the others. But that's the only. So I feel like they might try and drop back and pass a little more. I don't know if your run game with Hurts specifically is going to be as dominant. So I'm taking under 9.5 there. That's minus 105. And then lastly, A.J. Brown under 70.5 receiving yards. It's minus 115. So this is interesting, though, because while they did dominate the Giants and that score was so high, A.J. Brown didn't really have much of a game. He was, I'm not going to say he was locked down, but Adoree Jackson did a solid job on him. He didn't quite eat, to maybe the extent he wanted to, and he was clearly pressed about it after the game. The reporters wanted, more out of him. They kind of wanted him to say something that would maybe not demean, but show up Hurts or show up Sirianni in a way because he didn't really eat the way he wanted to, and he didn't get all the yards and the stats. But they got the win, which is most important. But I think the Niners are going to prey on that. They want to get A.J. Brown frustrated. They want to force Jalen Hurts to beat them with, Devontae Smith or his own legs or Miles Sanders' legs, but they don't want to let a superstar receiver be the one who burns them. So, I think they might double him, scheme it up that way. D'Amico Ryan's one of the best defensive guys in the game. So I think they're going to hold A.J. Brown under 70.5 yards. That's minus 115. So if you were to take 3 of those, of mine at least, and put them in a little parlay of your own, the odds on that would be plus 569. So not bad. Keep that in mind this weekend if you're looking for something to take. Next, we're going to move into Bengals Chiefs. Keahi, what are your lines for this one? What do you got?
So I took 4. I have Mahomes interception. He threw 12 this year, I believe. Eli Apple's been talking a lot on Twitter. I think he might be able to get it. That's minus 115. I got Kelsey TD. I think the last 3 years he's had a touchdown in every single playoff game except for the Super Bowl against the Bucks. That's minus 110. I got Burrow over 1.5 passing touchdowns at minus 180. It's a big line, but
yeah.
It's only 1.5 passing touchdowns. I think he'll be able to get that done.
Yeah, no.
And then I got Mixon over 58.5 rushing yards at minus 115 because I feel like they've been trying to utilize the run game a little more lately instead of just
Yeah, he's not been able to get it going, even though he's talked a lot of smack.
Yeah, I know. He gets the attempts though. He gets a good amount of attempts.
Yeah, he's temp merchant.
If you were to throw that together, it's a plus 805.
That's solid. Damn. All right, we do agree on the Joe Burrow -1.5. I did take that also at -180. So we agree there. I think with the Chiefs defense not being exactly elite, I mean they actually played really good against Jacksonville, considering how hot Jacksonville had been. But I think they're not going to look to get a rushing touchdown. I think it'll be more passing oriented if this does go into a upper 20s kind of game. So I think he can hit 2 passing touchdowns.
Yeah.
Not much to say about that. Next, I have Jamar Chase under 83.5 yards. It's just a bold take. Some of it comes from me being a Jamar Chase hater.
Makes sense.
But I think they're going to key in on him. Like, if you've got guys back there, L'Jarius Sneed is a really good corner, by the way. I think they'll be matched up. I just think they're going to kind of key in on him. You kind of want to make Burrow beat you with somebody else. Like, I don't want to see a superstar throw to a superstar and beat me that way. I want to see the T. Higgins of the world, the Tyler Boyds, the Hayden Hurst. I want to see those guys beat me through the air if that's the way I'm going to get beat. But I'm not going to let you just throw to your superstar all day and let him go crazy like he has in some of these previous matchups. That's -120. And then lastly, this is kind of a bold pick, but this play from the Buffalo game really stuck with me, and he's kind of turned it on recently. Hayden Hurst over 0.5 TDs.
I was thinking.
Yeah.
I wasn't going.
It's a bold line because it is at plus 300, but I strangely do feel pretty good about it. I think with like we said, there's 1.5 passing TDs. If Jamar is getting taken out and you're not running with Mixon, there's only so many guys. I think Hayden Hurst is one of the perfect people who can maybe slip through the cracks and slip in for a touchdown if this is going to be a high scoring affair. So that's plus 300, and then the total for that would take you to plus 1,041. So that's a bold 3 lines to take, but exactly. The Hurst kind of carries that, but I'm intrigued. I think that it has the potential to hit. To be honest with you,
yeah, I think he had 3 touchdowns this year throughout the whole season.
I'm not sure how many in total. I think he got 2 I know he got at least 1. He might have had a second one in the Buffalo game.
1.
He did.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So I saw him score there. I don't know. It's always guys like that. We saw a lot of tight end catches so far in the playoffs. The Dalton Schultz, the George Kittles, all that. Dallas Goedert caught one.
4 of them.
So every tight end is eating. Travis Kelce's eating. Dawson Knox got touchdowns.
Yeah.
Everybody except Mike Gesicki, if we want to talk about tight ends. He's the only one I can think of who didn't score. Maybe the Giants tight end because they don't even play their tight ends at this point. They don't have anybody. But most Evan Ingram went crazy. So this has been a tight end dominated playoff. Strangely, now that I think about it, which is interesting. But yeah, I think it has a chance to hit. So those are my 3 lines for that game.
Yeah, I can see that. You want me to say my prize picks?
Yeah, let's hear some of those prize picks locks that you got separate from this.
It's only a 3-legger. It's basically just 2 picks from my my same game parlays. So it's the Burrow free square over 0.5 passing yards, obviously, and then it's CMC tutty, Kelsey tutty. It's gotta hit.
And was this before or after you said for the 5th time that you would be done putting money into prize picks?
This. I'm trying to think of the timetable here. Let's said that for the first time like 6 months ago. So I think it.
and then the fifth or 6th time was about a week ago. So.
Adam's the best of us. What can I say?
Yeah, no, I'm the same way with Flip. I don't have much left in there right now. Hoping the Chiefs win this weekend because if the Chiefs win, I get about $40. But
Yeah.
we'll see. Maybe I feel a little generous and reload the account a little bit before this.
Super Monday.
Yeah. But with that being said, those are our bets for this weekend. These are going to be great games, really. I'm really intrigued to see how this plays out, and we'll probably do a little recap video next week just to see how we did. But for now, this is what we got. Any final thoughts before we head out on this and head into this championship weekend?
CMC, don't sell me.
Agreed. Him and Burrow, I need at least something. I need to recover from that 0 for 3 on the main pod. You guys will hear what updated best bets we have tomorrow. But also leave in the comments my punishment because that's still pending after that horrible week 5. But with that being said, that's about all we got for you today. Wanted to leave you with some good lines heading into the weekend. stay tuned. Like I said, subscribe, notifications on, everything's in the bio. Make sure you give a follow. Stay tuned this weekend. Probably 3 straight days of uploads, really. It got Saturday, coming tomorrow. And either Sunday or Monday, we'll have that surprise special out for you. So stay tuned. Big things coming. Lock in. Let's make some money. And I will see you guys soon.
Dude.